I'm gonna tell y'all why I dislike car companies. Because the people that make renders of their cars or what they could have done, they do it better than the car companies they sell themselves, which is crazy. This right here is supposedly a mid-engine Firebird. It's a render. It's not real. Letting y'all know that now. And the thing is, it looked better than it absolutely should. It could work in theory if you use a C8 Corvette chassis and put the Firebird panels all around it. It absolutely could work. Towards the end of the 2000s, right? Pontiac failed as a company. They failed miserably. They, in fact, took a Holden Commodore, several Holden Commodore models, and brought them to America and rebadged them as the Pontiac GTO, the Pontiac G8 GXP, the Pontiac G8 GXP. And it's a shame because if you go back to the early 60s all the way to like the late 70s, yeah, Pontiac had some very interesting machines, especially the Super Duty 455 Firebird. This thing hauled more ass than your stepmom off of 30 perk. You see, from the 60s to the 70s, Pontiac was absolutely dominating. In fact, if you wanted a vehicle that was nastier than your stepmom off of female Viagra, then you get a Super Duty 455 Firebird. Or you could have got a 1970 GTO. Now, this thing is 10 times manlier than a 1970 Chevelle or a damn 1970 Dodge Charger. This thing has better body lines than your wife. You see, a mid-engine Firebird would be a conflict of interest if they resurrected Pontiac. Follow what I'm saying. You see, they wouldn't want anything to compete with the C8 Corvette, which is now on the highest pedestal that could possibly be. In fact, it's so high on a pedestal, the Camaro is paying for it. They're not paying any more attention to the Camaro, which is why they're going to end production soon and continue making C8 Corvettes. In fact, anything that has ever been in a conflict of interest to the Corvette brand, right? It's been canceled. They've axed it, like the Grand National, better yet, or the Typhoons or the GMC Cyclones. As soon as people started making these things faster than the Corvette or realized they were faster than the Corvette, GM said, cut it off right now. In production pronto. Like, I kid you not, we've seen this photo millions and millions and millions of times, literally. And the problem with this, right, is it looks better than the C8 Corvette. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts, right? I've seen this, but I've never paid attention to it. I mean, it could absolutely work in 2024. It could. I mean, give it a up-to-date refresh and you have gold. Listen, it's about to be 2024. Can somebody please go ahead and build this thing? We already have a C8 Corvette. You don't have to use a Pontiac Fiero just to build this or spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a Ferrari just to do this conversion. We have the C8 Corvette. You can get them from $60,000 to $80,000. I'm telling y'all, bro, this would go so hard. You'd be the only one with a 2024 mid-engine Firebird.